All right, Shalom. This is Harold One, Banyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. All right, let's dive in. This video today is going to be about um, what's behind the curtain. All right, what's behind door number two? Because door number one, all they putting in our face on the news is the tariffs. All right, that's what they're pushing. That's the agenda right now, the tariffs. But it could be a distraction for this. All right. Now, I saw a post earlier. That's not the reason for this lesson, but I saw a post earlier to where some Edomite dude was talking about um what was that? The Black Monday. Let me see when that happened again. I can't remember. Let me see real quick. 1987. All right. Black Monday, 1987. That's when they woke up Monday morning and the market crashed just like it did this past Monday. And then you had what was that? Let me get it real quick. I think the same day. Yep. All right, around the same time, same day, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta see. But Iran was attacked. All right, it was an attack on Iran in 1987, around the same time, of two Iranian oil platforms in the Persian Gulf by United States Navy forces. The attack was a response to Iran's missile attack on MV Sea City. All right, so yeah, this happened 1987. Let's see when Black Monday happened. What month? Oh, damn, same day, same exact day. So now all of a sudden you have uh, what was today? Monday, right? Yeah, Monday just passed, and on that same day you had how you spell his name? I'm gonna try to spell it. I'm gonna mess it all up. It's all good. Netanyahu, Trump, they had a meeting today. Look at that. All right, they said it was just whoa. As Netanyahu meets with Trump, he finds an unshackled ally. They off the chain. They off the damn chain right now. That's like saying he let the pit bull loose. It's about to get real ugly now. All right, and they said Trump says that the U.S. will hold direct talks with Iran, and basically, if those talks don't go good, I think they're going to escalate this war. Me personally, turn it nuclear. All right, and that's what the scriptures talk about. It got to change at some point and go nuclear. Let me see. Uh, let's go here real quick. Isaiah 9:5. Let's go to Isaiah 9:5 before I play this clip. Let me share this. Isaiah 9:5 and says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise." Right? It's going to be confusion all over the world. Well, in any war, there's always confusion, yelling, some type of noise. In these wars, it's going to be bombs exploding, chaos. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise, just like the ancient battles used to be. All right. Um, up close and personal, like the movie 300 or Braveheart, with garments rolled in blood, point blank wars where it would be like a regional war. It usually wouldn't amount to a whole city being destroyed or a country from a nuke or a missile, man. So through the stages of World War I, World War II, the Lord used that to ramp up um, arms, weaponry on this earth. So they went to what a nuclear age, and now we're in the time where we're gonna see what Hiroshima saw real soon. So that's how the old wars used to be fought. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, this is what the Most High chose to bring judgment. All right, let me see. There you go. This is what he chose. Oh, Shucky, let me get this real quick. Uh, one moment. This is us. Let's go to Sirach. Go ahead. Yeah, I want to get in the second half of 15 also, matter of fact. Let's go ahead real quick. Hope I don't forget to go back to that. Go to 39, 31. All right. This is Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury shall lay on sore strokes, and in the time of destruction they shall pour out their force. See, we're in the time of destruction. And this force that's going to be poured out is going to be nuclear fire. All right. And appease what? The wrath of him that made them, man. So the Lord want fire, not even just fire, but nuclear fire to appease his wrath on the people that he created. What? Fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance, man. You see that? Verse 31, they shall rejoice in his commandment. All right. So it's going to, what? They're going to increase and do their job, do what they're created to do. Uh, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. I mean, it's going to be the angels are going to intervene and help to bring this prophecies to pass. His word shall not come back void. All right, so let's get into this. I'm gonna play this clip of this situation that's breaking out over there in the Middle East. Cause that meeting with Trump. Remember, I just showed you that on the same day, October 19th, 1987, you had the market crash, was called Black Monday, and on that same day, Iran was attacked by America. And now they said this was a Black Monday, and you had Trump and Netanyahu meeting for attacks on Iran. They said if these talks don't go good, Iran needs to watch out. That's what Trump said. All right, so I'm gonna play this clip. Hope I don't get no copyright strike, man. Fair use, YouTube. Relax, relax. Fair use. All right, just sharing the video. YouTube be tripping. All right, so this is from the Iranian news, or it's an Indian Elamite news called WION. It says U.S. and Iran ready for war. Look at that. All right, and we know it. Let's go here real quick because it's going to go down. It's just about when. Let's go to let me get this. Oops. This is Revelations. Well, I can just read it from here. Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past. All right, World War One already passed, 1914 and 1918. And behold, there come two woes more hereafter, man. So we in the time of that third world war. This was commissioned by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let's play this clip. All right.
US and Iran readying for war. That's our top focus tonight on Gravitas. At the moment, things seem to be heading in the direction of a far more dangerous war in West Asia, one between America and Iran. You see, so far, they have fought via allies, but today those tensions have edged closer to the point of no return. After US President Donald Trump's explosive remarks, where he vowed bombing if Tehran refuses to accept a new nuclear deal, Iran has reportedly called for preemptive strike on a remote US military base in the Indian Ocean.
Ooh, so Iran might do a preemptive strike because they sent over those B-2 bombers and all that. All right. America sent them over there. Yep. Let me get this real quick. So this was going down. I gotta go to this one. This is Joel. Let's go to Joel. 3 and 10. All right, Joel 3 and 10. It says, did I get this one already? That's right, man. As a matter of fact, yeah, there you go. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, among the nations, all right? The foreign nations. Prepare war. And that's what she just said. She said, are they preparing for war? Right? Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Right? And all the kings of the east are being woken up. You know, all their leaders, they're that's Ezekiel 38, preparing for war. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Because if the Most High didn't commission it, then it wouldn't happen. So he said, let them come up. Beat your plow. That goes to Revelation 7. The angels holding back the winds. Where the Lord said, let them come up. So at that moment, he's going to give them the green light to bring about World War III. Beat your plowshares into swords, into missiles today, right? And your pruning hooks into spears. So they stop putting so much money into their agriculture and building up their community or their country, and they really focus on war and economic war, every fashion of war. Um, so beat your plowshares into swords. That's what Iran is talking about. That's what this whole thing is about. Iran acquiring nuclear missiles, and at this point, at this present moment, they got the capability to just attach a nuke to it and do it within 2 weeks. They said, you know, if there's an issue, then they can just boom, get right to it. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, meaning get ready for war. Let the weak say, I am strong. So that's what Iran's doing. They're saying they're strong now. They don't have to, you know, they're talking about preemptive strikes on the hammer of the earth, which is America, on the US and UK military bases. So they ain't gonna just try to attack America on its soil. They're gonna attack their bases over there. All right, and they got a lot of bases, military bases, what used to be called ancient Assyria. All right, and also in Saudi Arabia. All right, America has a lot of bases over there. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Why not? Just briefly. All right, let's go back one. Joel 2. Where is it at? Okay, Joel 2 and 20. It says here, but I will, Joel 2 and 20, share this tab, but I will remove far off from you the northern army. That northern army is the American army. All right. Um, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. That's Saudi Arabia or Kuwait, what America took over called Desert Storm. Went over there, set up all those bases, preparing for what today? This war right now. With his face toward the EC, and that's towards, why not? That's real quick. Let me get a map of the Middle East real quick. All right. Let me see. Hope it coming clear. Sheesh. Can't get a clearer one in this? Yeah, there we go. Tripping. It still ain't clear. But you can't really see it. But yeah, with where was it at? I said with his face toward the EC, all right, and that would be over here, which would be like the Caspian Sea or what they would call the Black Sea. All right, and then you have, let me go back. Um, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, which would be the Red Sea. And you can see that right here. All right. So the Lord drove them to this area. Ever since the 1970s, they've been planning to go into Iran and take over the Middle East, but they can't do it because Iran is the big dog over there. All right. So their whole plan was this whole time to take this one out so that way America can dominate the Middle East. Now, here you go. So he drove their whole army over there and will drive him into a land best, not the whole army, but, a big portion of America's army is in the Middle East, into a land barren and desolate, man. It's deep. With his face toward the EC and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, right? And it was this it says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things, man. All that unaliving they've been doing over there. What was that? It's a sniper, a Jake, who was a sniper. Um, I forgot his name. Yeah, here you go, Nicholas Irving. All right, this guy here. Y'all probably see him on a lot of popping up on a lot of podcasts talking. And he said it himself, man. When they got sent over there, they were just unaliving people. And when you know, he said it himself, when they was over there, it was certain times they were walking through the desert, barren and desolate. It was so desolate. And he said they had to walk up sand dunes, and he said it was beautiful for that moment, or surreal, because the sand dunes over there in Baghdad, wherever he was at, it looked like Arabian Nights from Aladdin. He said the stars and all that in the sky, and the moon with the sand dunes at the same time. So there's a land that was barren and desolate, man. He sent them over to the desert, all so they can prepare to go into Iran. All right, which is going to lead to World War III, because who's backing Iran is Russia. All right, and Russia's allies with the BRICS. Thus, you have the reason for Trump's tariffs. You had the BRICS, you had European Union, everybody was thriving. And now America, like, yo, if I fail, we all gonna fail. So this tariffs kind of even the playing field, got everybody in a panic around the world. All right, where they all forced to make deals with Trump, with America, to get Trump to stop his tariffs. Even today, Trump stated in his last interview, if China doesn't remove their 34% tariffs that they put on American goods, Uh, Trump is going to apply a 50% tariff today, April 8th at 12 o'clock. So it's an economic war battle going on between China and America right now. All right, so let's play this a little bit more.
The Diego Garcia military base. You heard that right. According to the British Daily, The Telegraph, Iranian military commanders are facing calls for preemptive strike on the Chagos Island base before US President Donald Trump uses it to attack the Islamic Republic.
Boom. So he's talking about using those bases over there. Where is that at? Strike Diego Garcia base. Where is that? I want to see what that is. Diego Garcia base on the map. I want to see that's at. Oh wow, they out in the ocean. That's what that is. Open link, a new image. Wow. So where is it at? I see it. It's right here in front of me. Can y'all see it? There you go. Diego Garcia right here. So then you got Saudi Arabia and they got the base. They're gonna be trying. Oh, that's crazy. So they got bombers here. They sent the B-2 bombers here where they can go right at Iran. Woo wee. So yeah, right on the doorstep. All right.
What's the trigger, you ask? America's deployment of B 2 Spirit jets there, aptly called ghosts in the sky, the B 2 bombers basically are capable of slipping past even the most advanced air defenses. And according to the latest satellite imagery, at least 3 B 2 Spirit jets arrived at the strategic outpost last week. Remember, the Diego Garcia base serves as a key launchpad for US UK operations, especially in West Asia. The Telegraph cites pro Iranian voices saying that the island should have been targeted long before America deployed bombers there.
Mm. Yeah, Iran ain't playing, man.
As per the British Daily, the base supports B 1 Lancer, B 2 Spirit, the B 52 Stratofortress bombers.
And these are all nuclear capable. So this could change the war into a nuclear battle. And that's even prophesied in let's go here real quick, man. Let's go here real fast. I won't spend too much time on it, so I'm gonna breeze through it. Yeah, Ratazah. This is second Ezra 15. Cause this is gonna happen, man. This is what this vision that was given to Ezra's uh for us to read today, I believe is gonna be the turning page into nuclear war. All right, in a direct war instead of just a proxy war between the bigger countries like Russia, America, China getting involved in the war with Iran. This is second Ezra 15 and 28. Behold, in horrible vision. See, it's gonna be horrible, scary. It's scary, man. Nuclear destruction on the earth. Oh man, it's gonna be fearful, man. All right, especially with 2/3. And the appearance thereof from the east, what they call the Middle East, or just the east. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, so all those Arab nations, those Muslim nations over there, shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth. That's the proxy wars we've been seeing. That all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, and the Carmanians. Let me get that. All right, Carmanians. There you go. Carmania region. Carmania is a historical region that approximately corresponds to the current province of Kerman, which is also in Iran. All right. So Carmania, a fertile province of ancient Persia. All right, Iran. So now let's get it. Where was that? It says here. So those Iranians raging in wrath. Right now, we haven't seen them raging in wrath. They've been kind of, you know, chaste, been real patient with their responses. But they're going to be raging in wrath real soon. All right, and they're pushing for them nukes. Shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. They're gonna go crazy, and with great power shall they come. Man, so we can't imagine where where Rabbit Iran is about to pull out the hat. All right, so and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So if you look up the Assyrian land, ancient Assyria, that's where a lot of America have their allies and their bases at. All right. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand. And they're going to have the upper hand. We've seen them kind of tripping up Netanyahu, stopping their missiles, going at them, back and forth, tit for tat. But they're going to have the upper hand at some point. All right. Like even right now, they're talking about doing preemptive strikes, remembering their nature. It's like, then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring it together in great power to persecute them. Yeah, yep. So the dragons would be those Arab nations that's allies with America, and they're going to conspire together to go to war with the Carmanians, the Iranians, and these shall be troubled and bled. So those Iranians, they're going to be put in fear. All right, so they're gonna do an attack. Something gonna happen, and they're gonna be demolished by by America. You know, weakened by America and his allies. Then these shall be troubled and bled. See, troubled and bled, but not destroyed, and keep silence through their power and shall flee. So they're gonna be like, whoa, something gonna happen, and maybe we already saw it to where they was attacking back and forth, and they had to chill. Iran, you know, and from the land of the Assyrians. So basically, you might well say America and its allies, their military bases. All right, so that's what's that? Where is it at? Matter of fact, I'm not gonna get that yet. All right, I'm gonna get something else, but I'll wait. All right, because they got bases, military bases all over the world. All right, let me just get it ready so I don't forget it. Habakkuk 2. There you go. I'll just read it. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine through their philosophies, through their business, through their demonocracy. That's what they went over there. We're going over here in the name of demonocracy. This what yeah, demonocracy. Oh, they say this is what democracy looks like. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. See, they pride. That's what's pushing them over there. Like, yeah, we're gonna give Iran a couple days and then we'll let them know what we're gonna do. What you mean? Shit. So that's that pride. All right. Nate neither keepeth at home. They're always in somebody else's business. America always in somebody else's business. Right? Sent their troops over there, all over the world, on the doorsteps of Russia, the doorsteps of Iran, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. They want to control the whole damn world. World dominance. That's what this is about. All right. So through their desire, they're bringing nothing but hell and destruction, the likes of which we have never seen before. That's what the doctors are saying over there. They're seeing mutilated children. He said shredded children. They shredded, and I ain't talking about working out. He's talking about ripped apart, missing limbs. You know. Um, let's go back to Second Ezra 15 and 31 now. All right. So and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and Ishmael. their nature is wild, and they'll fight against anybody, and they allies with anybody. They like play the middle, and plus a lot of those Arabians got a beef with the Iranians. I think the Iranians are Shiite, and I think these Arabs are Sunni Muslims. And if they shall turn themselves conspiring together gr- in great power to persecute the Iranians, then not saying Saudi Arabia, but those Arabian nations that are allied to America over there. Then shall these be troubled. So then Iran is going to be troubled and keep silence through their power and flee. And from the land of the Assyrians, or America's bases, said they not to keep it at home. They got bases all over the world. Shall the enemy besiege them? So America going to besiege them. They could be with them bombers, right? And consume some of them, and in their hosts. So amongst the Iranians and their allies, because look at the Houthis. Look what they're doing. Look what Trump and them are destroying them, and Hamas, and it was called the it was I forgot what it was called, the Axis. It was like a protection that Iran had of proxies before you can get to the Iranians. You had to go through all these different, I think it was seven of them, like the Houthis, the Hamas, and so on and so on. They all been wiped out, and continuing the genocide through Netanyahu, cleaning them out. So in their hosts is fear, shall be fear, and dread, and strife among their kings, the kings of the east. Behold, clouds from the east and from the west, so like, and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon. That's when Russia and his allies going to get involved, and they're going to show up to help Iran, full of wrath and storm. That's Ezekiel 37, 38. They shall smite one upon another, and they're basically saying it's going to be war all over the place in the Middle East. All right. And they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth. So because of this is what's going to bring about the nuclear level of war. It's going to be World War III before it even touches the soils of America. All right. So this war is going to kick off, but and the climax of it is going to bring destruction to this place. So great multitude of stars, man. It's going to go nuclear. Even their own star and blood. So Russia going to have their own as well. So they're going to basically saying right here, Russia is going to equip. Let's get that. Russia is going to equip Iran and his allies. All right, the proxies, giving them missiles and stuff like that. All right, let's go here real quick. Ezekiel 38. All right, Ezekiel 38. Let's just get to the point. 38 and 4. Because we know this talking about Russia, Gog and Magog, and his allies. It says, I will turn thee back. So back to that old Soviet Union. That's what Russia is doing now. And put hooks into thy jaws, meaning the Lord going to take control of Russia. He control the heart of kings. And I will bring thee forth. So now they're being brought forth like a bear that was in hibernation. And all thine army, all right, horses and horsemen, all kind of equipment and soldiers, all right, trained to use the jets and the bombers and all this new equipment they got. And all of them clothed in all sorts of armor and protection, modernized. Even a great company, there you go, allies, with shield, bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. That's the point. Persia, that's the Iranians. Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Now let's get to the point. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Come on, man. So this is scripture. So the Lord is using Russia to help equip Iran, just like Iran is helping to equip Russia with drones in the war in Ukraine. So they're allies. All right. Where was I reading? 15. Let's go back. So they shall smite. It's going to happen. Second Ezra's 15 and 35. They shall smite one upon another. All right. They're going to go to war over there. Proxy wars. And they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth. So through Russia and its allies, they're going to help finance a bunch of missiles for Iran to fight back with. Even their own stars. So even Russia's going to get involved. And blood shall be from the sword into the belly. That's um, the belly of a man. All right. So that means he said uh, the Lord gonna tread out the grapes, and the blood shall be damn near long as a football field or a horse's bridle. That much blood upon the earth. A lot of basically, there's gonna be a lot of unaliving, and the dung of men or the dead, the unalive bodies. I gotta be careful what I say on this YouTube. Shall be unto the camel's hoof. All right, so the camel's thigh. So that's very tall. Like gonna be a large amount of unaliving on this earth. A lot of bodies. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth when this thing turned nuclear. People gonna be shitting their pants around the world, man. It's gonna be all over TikTok, all over the internet. And they shall see the wrath. Oh, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid. Yeah, they act like they ain't scared now. A lot of people in fear because they lost a damn woman, or they lost women lost a man, or they afraid of bills. Now they're gonna be scared of this. They're gonna be scared of this shit. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, man. All right. The keepers of the house shall tremble. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid. And trembling shall come upon them, man. So that's the spirit that the Lord gonna put in this place. Fear. The Most High gonna put that fear on these people. All right. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. That's where America gonna get involved. Excuse me. All right, America and his allies, they're gonna get involved directly into that war over there. And strong winds, nuclear, shall arise from the east, kings of the east, and shall open it. So imagine a storm showing up, and like Yahweh Shai just dissipated the storm, scattered it. That's what these nations are gonna do to America. They're gonna stop the attack from America over there. This is all prophecy, and let's see if it happens to build up to World War III. And the cloud which he raised up in wrath, see, the cloud which America raised up in wrath, the Lord said, uh, thou was taken and thou was not aware. All right, so Hiroshima, Nagasaki, who shall make war with him? They put fear into the whole world. They caused fire to come down from heaven. All right, so what they built up and what Trump is talking about, going nuclear, and the stars stirred to cause fear toward the east and west, winds shall be destroyed. See that? So they're gonna be stopped. So so imagine that you prepared your sword, got it ready, and then you go to take a swing and it don't even hurt the person, or you punch the person and they break your hand and you don't break their jaw. The great and mighty clouds, it's gonna build what? Doubt and fear. There you go. Let's go there. This is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust. See that? Like Flow Rider say, get low. Come down and sit in the dust, man. In confusion, doubt, fear, obscurity. Go sit your silly ass in the corner. Oh, virgin daughter of Babylon, meaning untouched. Something that's virgin means untouched. So this place had not been. You can say September 11th, but that was, you know, I don't know if that was outsiders. But a virgin, oh virgin, untouched land of Babylon. Sit your ass on the ground. All right. Stop fighting back. Sit down on the ground. Don't sit in the chair. Don't sit in the stool on a stump. Sit your ass on the ground. Lowest you can get. And there is no throne. See, there you go. No more dominance and rulership in the world. They're going to lose that power. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? So that's what's going to happen. They're going to realize that. Where was that? All right, it's going to be destroyed or deflected. All right, Second Ezra 15 and 40. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up full of wrath. It's going to be built up to be nuclear. And the star that they may make all the earth afraid. Why? Because it's going to go be burning and fuel of fire. We're going to see people melting and shit. And we're going to know it has reached that level of World War III. That's what everybody afraid of. And them that dwell therein, all right, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place a horrible star. So Russia and them gonna get busy. Anybody that's allied to the U.S. or and um, Netanyahu and all them, Russia gonna do like America's been doing, dropping bombs all over the place. All right, fire and hail. So fire and hail. That's the missiles and flying swords. There you go. See missiles, projectiles, and and many waters. All right, so that's nuclear. That all fields may be full and all rivers with the abundance of great waters, that destruction and tsunamis. They shall break down cities and walls, mountains and hills. That's what we see. That's what we see Netanyahu doing over in Gaza. So you think Russia and them ain't gonna do the same? All right. And we never really seen them get busy like that, except for Ukraine and all that. But man, we're about to see it. So they're gonna destroy everything. They should not regard children, and they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the woods and grass of the meadows, and and the corn. So what? But what did the Lord say in Revelation 7? Hurt not the trees, neither the earth, neither the sea, till we have sealed the service of our power in their forehead, because this war is going to destroy a lot of agriculture, a lot of nature, a lot of animals. They're going to be moved out of their place. And what? And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. Come on, man. So the Lord said, in the day of trouble, these nations shall be together round about against Babylon. So that climax that's about to happen, that's kicking up in the Middle East, is going to lead those nations to no longer just attack U.S. bases, but they're gonna go up to the land of unwalled villages. That's what the Lord's saying, Ezekiel 38. All right, they're gonna go up to it and to destroy it. Let me finish this last verse. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star, see, Russia's missiles, nuclear level, and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. So they're gonna dump everything they got against this place. Then shall the dust and the smoke go up unto heaven, as it says, uh, the sky gonna roll together as a scroll. This mushroom cloud. Damn. All right, mushroom cloud. And all they that be about her shall wail. That's Revelation 18. They're gonna wail because of her when they see the destruction of this place. So this is going down, man. And this is what I think the tariffs allegedly could be a distraction for what they're really planning.
Additionally, at least 4,000 military personnel and contractors, the majority of whom are American, are also reportedly housed at the base there.
Mm.
According to
Whoa, 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 whoa. Check this out. What she just say? They behind enemy lines.
there. According to Iranian,
Let's see what she.
additionally, at least 4,000 military personnel and contractors, the majority of whom are American, are also reportedly housed at the base there.
And Iran talking about attacking that base. Let's go to Nahum. And you got Iran talking about attacking that base, and there's like thousands of U.S. soldiers over there. See, neither keepeth at home. He said their stank shall come up. Let's go to Nahum 3. That's right. Let's go to Nahum 3. Man, I'm going to read this real quick. Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. The Lord said destruction is coming to this place. It is full of lies and robbery, right? Because they're bloodthirsty. Right? Even over the children of Israel, they're bloodthirsty. It's full of lies and nothing but robbery. That's what this place has been built up off of. All right, that's Habakkuk chapter 2. Since they have taken from the nations, thou shalt be for booties unto them. All right, plunder. The prey departeth not. All right, they ain't let us free. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. Nahum had a vision that the nation that the Most High was raising up against, um, what was this, Assyria, the fall of Nineveh. All right, the nation that the Lord was raising up against Nineveh, um, which was Babylon at that time. He said he saw a vision of them being prepared and getting ready for war, and it's already set in order. It's already set in motion. And we've seen Russia, China, Iran for the past few years showing off their weapons, showing it to the world what they got. That's how we know about the invincible missile, the Vanguard, et cetera, et cetera. Poseidon said the horsemen have lifted up both the sword, the bright sword, and the glittering spear. They showed it to the world. And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. This we saw in the vision. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. And we have that same vision. We see the destruction in our mind before it's even here of what's coming to this place. We get to the point. um, what I need 3 and 11 first. Here you go. Nahum 3 and 11. Thou also shall be drunken. So America, who's also spiritual Nineveh today, is also going to be involved in this war and attacked. O virgin daughter of Babylon, untouched. Well, thou shalt also be drunken. Thou shalt be hid. That's that's Isaiah 47, where it said, "Get thee into the dust." Thou also shalt seek strength because of the enemy. They're gonna seek help. All that strongholds, so all that military bases, shall be like fig trees with the first ripe figs. If they be shaken, if they be attacked, but they haven't really been attacked like that, but if they really start getting attacked, they shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. So whoever attacks them, they're gonna fall. The Babylon U.S. military is prophesied to fall over there in the Middle East against Iran and its allies. All right, so let's go down here. 17. Thy crowned are as the locusts, and thy captains as the great grasshopper, which is another locust, which camp in the hedges in the cold day, but when the sun arises, they flee away, and their place is not known where they are, man. All right, and that's what America is used to doing. They send their troops over to different places, take over, and then disappear, destroy a bunch of shit over there, and then they just out. Well, that can't happen no more. That's Isaiah 47. Sit down. There's no more throne for you to do that. No more rulership, dominance. All right. Thy shepherds shall slumber. You know, O king of Assyria, meaning they've lost all their rulers, their leaders. You know. So now it says, "What thy nobles shall dwell in the dust in that confusion." All right. That's Isaiah 47 again. Thy people, thy military is scattered upon the mountains, and no man gathereth them. So they're gonna be seeking help, and nobody gonna come save them. They're gonna get left over there. It's crazy, right? It says, "There is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous." Right? It said, "The bow of steel shall strike him through." All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee. Meaning it's coming. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And those nations gonna applaud. You always picture Kim Jong Un and them little pork fingers he got clapping and shit. For upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually? And don't that sound just like Habakkuk chapter 2? Thou shalt be for booties unto them.
According to Iranian state media, the B 2 Spirit bomber would likely use Diego Garcia as a launching point for any potential attack on Iran's vast underground facilities. Remember, that's where Iran stores all its advanced missiles and rockets in highly fortified under.
Imagine. Oh, they tripping. Time to get up off of that. They busting in commercials now. All right, cool, man. I think that was it. That was just something on my spirit. Let me read this one precept. All right. This is what's the second Ezra 15 still? All right. Damn. This is 20. Let's start from 20. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Lebanus, which would be like the west. All right. Or the north. I can't remember. You gotta look it up. But I think the rising of the sun would be west, Lebanus would be north, from the south, and then the east. So basically all over the world. To turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. So it's gonna be World War III. All right. Like as they do yet to this damn, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom, thus saith Yahweh. That's why this war is happening. And this is the point. My right hand shall not spare sinners. So that's why the elect need to wake the hell up. All right. So his right hand is not going to spare sinners, man. You know, and that's what people are like, why would the Lord let this happen? He's not going to spare you because you didn't want to turn to him. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. All right. And this is America's going to be that oven. Judgment day, nuclear, and all the proud. Yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name, which is the elect, that fear the Lord's name, Yahweh, not no Jesus, or we got the same God but different name, or we can call him whatever we want. Or you got IUIC over in Africa talking about Jesus and all that. Or you'll talk to your family members and they'll still be on that Christian mess and expect you to be okay with it. But unto you that fear my name, see, we fear Yahweh's name. That's the beginning of wisdom. All right. And wisdom is the water or the light. That's the beginning of your candle being lit. All Other than that, they just in darkness. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his chariots and his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall. All right. So it's gonna happen. And look, 22, my right hand shall not spare sinners. So Yahweh is not going to spare any wicked, any sinners, any proud. My sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. It's not going to stop. It said, who can turn back a hungry lion? The judgment already sent out. Who can stop a sword once it's shot into the arrow once it's shot from a strong archer? So it's not going to cease. It's not going to stop. The fire is going forth from his wrath. See, it's already everything. The war has already started. That's what even while you hear Putin, he'll say you can't stop it now. He said, at what point can we stop the war? It's already ignited. For the fire is going forth from his wrath and have consumed the foundations of the earth. He said his fire shall burn down to the lowest hell, the anger. And the sinners like the straw that is kindled, man. All right, he said, this shall not be a fire to sit by, or they shall not have a coal to sit by. They're going to be like straw sitting around fire. What's going to happen to them? They're going to melt and burn up. All right. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. Woo-wee. All right. So, yeah, man. This caught my attention earlier. Oh, cool. I got a couple comments. Let me check these comments real quick. For all you insomniacs out there up early. Oh, come, man. I ain't see all these in the chat, y'all. So lucky. Let me see real quick. Let me get these. We got Lions Den Kabad, Shalom, Mak, early birds. All right. Mayaka Allah, my guy up in Philly. Up there. Oh. All right, we got to get these Jones. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. O Lord, it's a fire. And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right, the Most High about to do a marvelous work in the earth, man. He's gonna make us speedy. Their pride is going to deceive them. That's right. The Satan 1 and 2, little Satan and big Satan, America, and little Satan, Bibi. And Netanyahu from South Philly. I still can't get over that. That's crazy to me. But anyway, hey man, to each, that's neither here nor there. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Hope y'all edified out there, man. And shalom to y'all. I want to end it by saying, Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Harakah Kwadash Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that still believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Hope you're edified, man, and built up for your day. Shalom.